Kody Brown isn't above playing dirty when it comes to his split from his third wife, Kody Brown. On Sunday's Sister Wives, the At Odds exes begin discussing logistics, including the sale of Kody's house and custody of their 12-year-old daughter, Truly. "You and I have to actually have a child custody agreement in place or the state takes her, essentially becomes the owner of her," Kody insists to Kody. Kody seems surprised, replying, "Oh seriously? Yeah, it's stupid," Kody says. But in an aside interview, Kody admits to fabricating the custody laws in order to get Kody to agree to a formal custody agreement for Truly. "So I got to this child custody thing, I just started getting creative about it," he says. "I just don't know what to do. Kody's like, why do we need to do this? And I am like, because the rulebook says. I don't know why we need to do this. There is this thing in the manosphere where it says, if you're getting divorced, you're going to get screwed, bro." When Kody brings up the fact that they were never legally married, Kody continues to make excuses, saying, "Doesn't matter, in this case we've got an issue where we've got to have a child custody agreement in place, basically just say 50-50 agreement that we just work out the details all the time. Otherwise you're going to get a lawyer and the government involved, state government. The lawyer's going to take all the money you have." Rather than be upset by Kody's lies, Kody finds it comical. In an aside interview, she says, "Does he not understand I want him to be around his kids? I am not going to fight him on that. I've always wanted him to be around his kids, so why would I say, I don't want you to be around Truly? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He just doesn't trust me. That's what this comes down to." Kody agrees with his ex about his lack of trust in her. He insists on having the custody agreement in Arizona because he doesn't trust the state of Utah. In the end, Kody resigns herself to the fact that she might have to have a legal battle with Kody. "I would love it not getting a lawyer involved. But if he's already going there and lawyering up, then I am going to as well," she says in her aside interview with a sigh. "I don't want to though. I'd rather just figure it out amicably. We've got kids. We're not legally married so we don't have to go down that road." Earlier in the episode, Kody and Kody discuss the aftermath of Truly accidentally discovering that they were divorced and that Kody was planning to move her to Utah. "I do believe she's being very unfair with me and to me, especially in this conversation with Truly, where she's marginalized me so much and our marriage so much that she's kind of leading Truly into blowing it off," Kody says. "They're blowing me off." He says he had a conversation with Truly after the bombshell, and she seemed very okay with the news. "Kind of glad that she's not broken-hearted about the divorce," he says. "I wish I could get her to stay. I don't understand, really, and Kody may have told me 10 times, I don't understand why she has to move." Another sticking point between the exes is the potential sale of Kody's house. She poses the idea of keeping the house for a place for her and Truly to stay in when she returns and renting out a part of it to bring in money. Kody insists that if they sell the house the proceeds should be split between Kody and the rest of the family to put money into Coyote Pass. "If I am going to sell my house, I am going to keep the proceeds from selling my house and put it towards the next house that I purchase," Kody says in her aside interview. "So if I sell, I am not going to put that money into Coyote Pass. I am not going to put any more money into Coyote Pass." Kody insists that the family bought the house and it does not solely belong to Kody. Kody notes that she's been making all of the mortgage payments and that everything is in her name. "Robin and I gave her down payment for her house. Kody couldn't qualify for financing, so I bought that house with her and it was my money that went into the house to buy the house," Kody says. Yeah, she's been making a mortgage payment and we've all been having to do that, but we all had to come up with the money for the down payment. That money should come back and go into Coyote Pass. It seems the conversation will be continued in next week's episode as a teaser shows Christine packing up her home and declaring that, legally, I get to make all the decisions. E.T. spoke with Christine earlier this week about her life in Utah since her split from Kody. An enormous weight has been lifted, she told E.T. of the split. Watching the episodes is hard, it puts me back to where it was, more somber, definitely. But living my life every day, day to day, I would say it's so much better. I think because I am so much more grounded. I just like me, and I like my life so much better now. Sister Wives airs Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TLC. For more from the exclusive interview, watch the clip below. Kody Brown addresses her sister Wives' future and life after split from Kody. Exclusive, this video is unavailable because we were unable to load a message from our sponsors. If you are using ad blocking software, please disable it and reload the page.